Everybody, today I'm doing some hardware changes to the Black Max. Yeah, it's Mom and Dad's computer. I figured why not do a video of me unboxing some new hardware. Obviously, I'm sure many of you guys out there like to watch videos of unboxings and things like that, so we're going to be unboxing this new motherboard and processor, or APU. The Black Max was based on a Phenom 2 965 Black Edition CPU and MSI 870A G54 motherboard. And, I mean, it was plenty of power, but it's kind of overkill for the kind of use this computer gets. I mean, my mom and dad, they do occasional, let's see, Google Earth, let's see, Microsoft Word, things like that, internet browsing, solitaire, you know, that kind of stuff. Just basic end uses of the computer. Kind of run-of-the-mill computer for the house. Pretty much the way it is. So, one of the reasons why I'm doing this change is because the MSI motherboard, I've had nothing but problems with it. Ever since, even when it was in the mid-tower deluxe, I had issues with it. Being unstable, occasional lockups, you know, all that wonderful stuff. Even at stock configurations, it would occasionally lock up. Not when Mom and Dad used it, but when I ever used it for major tasks, it didn't take much to lock it up. So, you know, I got pretty tired of it. So, instead of replacing the AM3 motherboard with another AM3 motherboard, I figured I'd just go and just do a nice little modification here. Go from socket AM3 to socket FM2 Plus. Go to a more energy efficient platform, I'd say, for the use of this computer. Okay, now I know we got about 2 minutes of talking over. Let's go ahead and unbox this hardware. Excuse all that noise. Let's start with the AMD APU first. AMD A series, Black Edition. So yeah, it's got an unlock multiplier. It's a dual core socket FM2. It's an A6 6420K, 4.2 gig max turbo, 4 GHz regular clock. So it's definitely a peppy little CPU or APU, no doubt. So, go ahead and unbox it. It's been a while since I unboxed an AMD processor. Well, it's been a while since I unboxed a CPU at all. There we go. Pretty much your typical affair. With these APUs, I'll be honest with you, the heatsink fan that comes with them is very undersized. I built a system last year with one of these. Not sure if it's the exact same one. I think it was an A6. I can't remember for sure. I have to go back and look. It was the Mid-Tower Lux Starter Edition system from my friend. And let me tell you, that CPU, it ran pretty hot. It's not the same exact processor as here, but look at that little bitty heatsink fan. You guys know I'm not going to be using that. I got something much better. Yeah, I mean, it'll get used in a basic M machine one day, but anyways, that is the cooler that comes with the A6 6420K APU. And of course, there is the actual chip itself. It's not fully a system-on chip, but the thing I like about APUs is they combine your graphics and your processor into one unit. They actually house the North bridge on the motherboard, and typically in laptops, it's a very reliable thing to have, because a lot of, especially with AMD platforms in laptops, there's a lot of failures due to the North bridge overheating. Anyways, they give you a nice little sticker there. That's to the side. Now, for the motherboard, this will be interesting. This is an ASRock FM2 878 A78 Pro 3 Plus socket FM2 Plus board. Decided to go with ASRock again, since the board in the Mid-Tower Deluxe is ASRock, and it's been very reliable for 3 years. Anyways, you have in the box, you have your IO shield plate. Amazing. The thing about ASRock boards is they continue to provide, or at least with the boards I've gotten, they continue to provide both your keyboard and mouse PS2 ports. give you a SATA cable here. Advertisement about H-Rock Cloud. The owner's manual. That's the quick install guide. And here is our driver CD. Pretty good size user's manual. And last but not least, the motherboard. Let's have a look. And like most modern day motherboards, they look mighty nice. I'm going to touch something around before I touch that board. Obviously, middle of winter time. Only 20 something degrees outside. This is kind of a, I'd say maybe a mid-range motherboard. It's not high-end, but it's not low-end either. I mean, it appears to have a good CPU VRM up here. It's heat sinked. You got actually got an 8-pin up here, which the APU we're using has a mighty low TDP, so we won't really need the 8 pins. I mean, the power supply that's in the machine right now only has 4. We have plenty of fan headers. One, let's see, one there, one there. Again, there's the CPU VRM. 3 PCI Express 1 slots, 2 PCI Express 3.0 slots, 16 times. And I think both these are actually full width, full 16 times. And we have 2 PCI slots. We have 6 SATA connectors. And if we have a look at the board itself on the back, there's your I/O ports, your sound, your Ethernet, your USB 2.0, USB 3.0, your VGA and DVI out, because obviously with many APUs, most of the FM2 chips, they have Radeon graphics installed. It depends on what processor you get. They do have ones that don't actually have graphics built in. Overall, I think it's a very nice motherboard. Another thing is, I went ahead, I also bought a DVD-ROM drive. Since this motherboard does not have IDE, I had to convert the optical drives over to SATA, which, by the way, the drives in the Black Max were getting quite aged. I mean, both of them were manufactured in 2002 and actually been used in 4 different computers. But the good thing is, I was able to retain the faceplates, as you can see there. The bottom one, it was a little tricky getting that on. Luckily, it was a drive I already had. It wasn't a brand new drive that it's ordered. But the DVD-ROM drive, it just snapped right on because it's also a Toshiba Samsung drive. And amazingly, after 12 years later, they haven't changed the design of the faceplate. So it just popped right on like there was nothing to it. So let's get you one more look at this motherboard, shall we? I tell you, many of these new motherboards nowadays look pretty nice. So anyways, that is an unboxing of the new motherboard and APU for the Black Max. Any questions or comments? Feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.